Welcome back, and one of my favorite segments, Dining Out Metro, and here with one of my favorite sushi kings is Kenzo. How are you?
Good, Sam. How are you?
Good. I call you a sushi king because your creations are profound. And we're going to go over the food in just a little bit because it's around me. And now these two plates, they're mine, so I just kept them over here. But you're going to go over both your sushi, your Japanese, as well as you have meat items on your menu as well.
Yes.
So Kenzo, you've been in the food business for a while.
Well, actually, I've been cooking since 1979, and I cooked every day in my life.
What were you, 5 years old?
Well, I was, well, it's only a number, but I started in 1979.
Wow.
You know, I started to work in the restaurant.
Right.
I started first with the Japanese Benihana at the time, and after 4 years, I moved on to French cuisine, and I stayed working in one French restaurant in Montreal, Canada for 12 years. And
so wait a second, yeah. So you have a French culinary experience.
Yes, my background is more as a French chef than Asian, but nowadays, for the last many years, we have called the new cooking style called the fusion cooking or East meets West. So I consider myself, I actually was ahead of time, you know, because
yes, you were.
I was ahead of time. So I have, you know.
And the good news is, it's so ahead of your time that you were one of the first sushi restaurants, like great sushi restaurants here in the city. I call elite sushi restaurants 7 years ago. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, actually, talking about Worcester, I stand out for many years as a sushi chef, and I'm very, you know, honest with all the assistant who work for me, who asked me questions about the food. I trained them all, and many of them came out, have their own restaurant with my menus and with all my recipes, and you know, that's an honor for me.
It is.
The more restaurant in town, the more competition we have, that's better for the communities. And you know what? I'm staying now, and then, you know, I never stop create more sushi, like creation by Kenzo.
Right.
All this is, you don't see this in other menus.
Right.
This is creation, daily creation, weekly creation, and when people like what I do, then I put on my own menu. So that's why at Haiku we have a very, very, you know, created menus, and all that raw or that sashimi is all very different from many other restaurants.
Haiku Sushi Restaurant on Park Avenue, Restaurant Row, and almost a quarter of Pleasant Street.
That's correct.
That's
yes. So
great.
number 258 Park Ave, and we've been there actually 7 years and 2 days.
And 2 days.
And 2 days.
And 2 days.
Yes.
Well, you know what? 14 more years. That's
Right.
great.
Yes.
And the great thing about you is you go in and you're not just back there like whipping up, you know, maki rolls. You're there having a personality. You're like flipping maki rolls to people and say, try this, you like this, and it's great. And I love you when you're joking around too.
Yeah, so many years that I, you know, work in Worcester and around. I have so many following. People know my name. I know my name. They come in, call my name. Welcome to Haiku. Good to see me at Haiku. That's what I say.
That's right. You're your best fan, right?
Yeah.
That's good. Well, you know what? Everybody wants to know what's going on with this food since you created this especially for us. So why don't we start with this dish right here? And as you're talking, you just keep talking because I'm going to be tasting.
Yes.
All right. So
here is a creation of the sashimi. Right now, it's all over here is all thinly sliced of fluke. Fluke is flatfish.
Yep.
And then the sashimi, I put into a form of a bird.
Nice.
Right? But normally we go take each slice and dip into the broth over here with the sesame oil and citrus sauce.
I'm going to try a little bit. But anyway, go ahead. Keep going.
All right. And
don't pay attention to me.
The creations of the maki have so many different colors in here. That is pineapple, radish, tuna, salmon, and little carrots and fish egg called tobiko.
Wow.
All right.
That is so fantastic.
Yeah, something very new that it may be a month now that I came up.
So that's a brand new menu item that you brought on my show?
This is a brand new creation. It's called the crab rangoon. So everyone knows what a crab rangoon is, but normally the crab rangoon look like a wonton fry.
Yep.
This one here is created by rolling it inside with mascarpone cheese, white crab meat, sweet potato tempura, and the sesame soy wrap outside, and with tempura, the roll cut into pieces, and then served with a sweet sauce.
That's great.
And this is like, been a month now. Everyone is just loving it. Go crazy.
And that's brand new in your menu.
And the good thing about crab rangoon here is the real crab meat. In general,
I
the
like
crab
the real
rangoon in
crab
the
meat.
buffet, they're not real crab
I know they
meat.
do that imitation crab.
Yes, a
which
lot
I
of
don't
time.
like. Go. All right, so
And-
go ahead. While I'm stuffing my mouth with this one.
A lot of time, sashimi is supposed to be raw and served with, on a bed of radish. And this is a creation that's also a thinly sliced of sashimi, where I have salmon, yellowfin tuna, and bass. And I create the sauce at the center here, and there's seaweeds in there, and radish sprout, ginger, radish ginger, and scallion. And that's how every time you want to use the sashimi, this is how you want to do it. Pick one and dip in the sauce, and share with your friend. And here you go.
That is wonderful.
That's how you do it, right? And each touch of ginger.
Let me stop you for a minute.
Sure.
That crab rangoon is so spectacular. It's like amazing. It's great. What a creation.
I would like to have this go into the supermarket freezer called Crab Rangoon by Kenzo, maybe in the future.
Oh, that's great. That's a good visualization. All right, so what do we have here?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not the form of sashimi. This I picked 3 popular sashimi fish out of my sushi list, which is salmon, yellowtail, and tuna. So what is yellowtail? Yellowtail is a member of tuna, but yellowtail is a white fish, and yellowfins is red fish, red color. A lot of time people get confused in between yellowfin and yellowtail, but yellowtail is the fish that mostly swim in the hot, warm, current water like Australia, southern
Right.
Japan, the Philippines, Vietnam. And yellowfin tuna, we have it over here too. So I make that with citrus sauce and a lot of olive oil. This is a new creation. Now,
Wonderful.
That's how we be served.
Oh, you take it
We
off.
take it off. That's how it looks
It
supposed to
forms.
look like. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then you use the chips to
That's
eat a
Asian,
little bit.
yeah,
That is
soy
great.
cracker,
All right,
yeah.
so let's make sure we get to the steak. So why don't we come here?
Now this one here is very new. It's called avocado balls. So here, thinly sliced avocado, fan the avocado out and put on a saran wrap. And now you can stuff with either spicy tuna and scallion tobacco inside, or white crab meat tartare. So white crab meat and tartare sauce. And now when you put it back, and it looks like a ball. We call the avocado ball or crab meat guacamole. So we will cut in here.
Wow.
Okay, like that. Now you have
It's
crab
inside.
meat, and you use classic potato chips, right? And that's how you do it.
That
And
is-
preserve with mustard, honey Dijonais on the top of.
Amazing.
Ah,
Go quickly into the steak because we can do a whole food show here,
So,
and I have
yeah.
I do have to close. But
Now,
so this your steak.
Haiku-
While you're doing that, I'm gonna have a little sake.
Yeah, Haiku Sushi restaurant is very well known as sushi, and also Haiku also carries a kitchen menu with very, very high quality of steak. For example, this is the called Superior's Angus beef, and we have a choice of either ribeye steak or sirloin steak. And normally in the restaurant would come with the homemade Cajun fry, sliced potatoes, fried, toast with thin slice of onion, fresh parsley, Cajun and vinegar. Normally served with a side of mayonnaise, just like in France.
Wow,
But you know,
yes.
in general, who
Wonderful.
care about the France? We have ketchup here in Worcester too.
You know, Kenzo, you're so great. You wanted to say quickly, Kenzo has a tip about sake. Your sake comes in a beer in a can or not, but quickly tell us, like, don't drink warm sake because what?
Well, in general, you go to restaurant, and there's a lot of restaurants serve you warm sake. Where you can find the bottle of warm sake at the liquor stores or supermarket. Now, in general, the hot sake is a very low end of sake. Now, cold sake is the much better sake. Cold sake is murder sake. For example, this one come into the can, and if you come to the restaurant, you should try this one, which is one of the
That's great.
level upper than the hot sake. Hot sake you can do at home, but in
the restaurant, take cold. That's
Yeah,
what he said.
cold,
Okay,
yeah.
Kenzo, thank you so much. You know, we have to do a cooking show together.
Yeah,
Kenzo
sure.
and Christina, East meets West.
Thank you. So hope to see you.
Thank you.
I
At
know.
Haiku on Park Avenue.
Park Avenue.
Kenzo, famous Kenzo. Thanks, Kenzo. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for watching our show. When you see me out and about, make sure you stop me and let me know what else you would like to see if you have a guest. Also, thanks to our sponsors, Commerce Bank, TJ Woods Insurance. Christian, thank you so much for our hair. Have a wonderful holiday. And we're going to see you next in the new year.